Well, good morning everybody, and it's 7:45 and I'm awake. Well, I don't think awake is quite the right word or terminology to use, but I've got tea on and we're going to try and get going by 10, and given it's 7:45 we've got a fighting chance that we will do that. So I had a good night's sleep once I finally fell asleep, but it took a while to fall asleep last night. Some nights you just out for the count, and other nights just takes a bit longer. I went to the loo, you know, for a big job early evening, probably about 6 o'clock. It was still light, obviously, and I was kind of hopeful that would cover me until I got home. Anyway, of course, I don't know, it was about 11 o'clock at night, and you could just feel you could kind of just feel that I think I probably need to go again. I don't want to get out, it's dark by then. And I thought, I'm not going to fall asleep if I don't go. So I got out and went, and then I came back, made a cup of tea, and then finally fell asleep. Now this is bizarre. This is a sealed bag, and I've not just sealed it, that is sealed. And there is a slug and there's a slug inside it. How the hell? I was thinking maybe I hadn't sealed it, and it is. How does a slug get into a sealed bag? Yeah, Jesus. All you slug lovers, yeah. That's my limit. That's about as much as I can do, and ping them. Horrible things. How the hell does that get in there, though? Bloody hell. And let's do it up again. It's done up the same. I mean, there's... You know, I mean, I'm squeezing it, and it's not exactly air flying out of it. So how did a slug get in there? That is bizarre. You know, I thought maybe there was a little cut, but look, the bag is sealed. that is bizarre, that one. Anyway, I've had breakfast. We're gonna start slowly packing up. Sandy's making very good progress in packing up. I'm gonna put a few bits and bobs away. Oh me. Oh. I put my earplugs in last night just to help knock out wind or any noises or anything like that. So I got this little pot. I think I got it from my dad's pharmacy shop before he retired. I think I got about 4 of them or something like that, but it's perfect for just putting in a couple of you know, ear things. I used the tiny Petzl, the bindi torch last night when I needed to nip to the loo, and that worked fine. It's only a very small torch, so I don't think it will last for, you know, very long, but it charges up. You can charge it up. But I just brought that because it's not dark until like 10:30, so I knew you'd only be putting it on for a short time. But that worked well. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, as I was saying, it took me a while to nod off last night, but I think I must probably fall asleep about 2 o'clock or something like that in the morning. It's strange because sometimes when I'm out here I fall asleep really quite quickly, and then other times I just don't fall asleep. So anyway, I think I finally took a Nitol, but I took that earlier, like about 8 o'clock or something like that, just to try and help knock me out. And I think that helped a bit. Well, it helped the night before. I think once I'm actually asleep, then it's okay. I'm like asleep then. Oh, while I think of it, I'll talk about Patreon, because if you watch other YouTube channels, you probably hear not so much hiking ones. There's 1 or 2 or 3 hiking ones that have Patreon, but I hear it more on other bigger channels, you know, like other types of channels that do completely different things. And I've been thinking about it for a while, and one of my friends, he's got a biking channel, he set one up, and I did notice that Paul Messner set one up the other day, and it was kind of like, when my friend did one a few months ago, or whenever it was, he said, oh, you know, look into it, and then of course as usual I forgot. And then I saw that Paul Messner did one, and it just reminded me to have a look. So I set one up. So if you want to join that, then you can join that. It's free to join. If you want any of the perks, it's like membership on YouTube, but they don't take so much commission. YouTube takes like 50%, whereas Patreon it's like 11% or something like that. So more comes to the creator, you know, rather than filling the coffers of YouTube. And at the moment we've got 6 free members. All members are welcome. Anyway, everything's on YouTube anyway. But it does, you know, it does help with petrol and bits and bobs and things like that, you know, if people want to. Anyway, one person signed up to the $1.50, which is pretty much basically exactly the same as YouTube, because that's in pounds, and $1.50 is just over £1, isn't it? But you know, a lot more of that comes, you know, like I said, to the creator. So one person did sign up to that. So Sean, thank you very much. That's very kind of you. Thank you. It is. I must admit, it is appreciated. It is appreciated, because it does add up and it does help. So thanks very much, Sean. I'll do a separate video on that at some point, you know, in the future. Well, we've got Lassie down by the water, and Sandy's going to start walking up to Dartmoor, and I'm going to meet him up there once I've finished packing everything away. He wanted the Dartmoor experience. Either that or he's had enough of me, I'm not quite sure, but we'll go with the former. So he's going off for the Dartmoor experience of not getting lost. Luckily there's no mist, so he can't miss Dartmoor. So we're just gonna try and get this put away, so we're not leaving him up there too long. I said I'd probably be about half an hour extra just to be on the safe side. When everything's falling out my pack, mate. That's the trouble. You then try and be efficient, and it all goes wrong. Oops, it goes wrong. I'm not used to having, because it's 9:15. I'm not used to being this early. I mean, I think this is probably a world record for me. 9:15 and I'm packing up. This is almost too early. I can't cope. But anyway, we're making some progress. We've put the solar panel out, but there's just it's only been out for about an hour if that, and we've gained about 3%. But the sun keeps going in. I think I would struggle. I'm sort of, even though this is a more powerful one, I think we got lucky in Scotland in that I wasn't using very much power, and we had one day where there was just bright sunshine, and I kind of think that is definitely going to be a bit of a limiting factor, because that 10,000 power bank is on 38%, and I guess it would charge up, you know, if you were here all day. It probably would, to be fair, as long as it wasn't raining and you know you didn't have to put it away. But now my phone is fully charged, and both GoPros have got power in them, so I think both GoPros have got at least 70 or 80% power. My Samsung's on 77%. And the Apple is on 25%. So the Apple is quite low now. It probably wouldn't be enough, you know, it'll get me through the day, but by the, you know, just for checking maps, because that's all I would use it for. It's mainly a backup phone and for, you know, watching movies in the, really I use it for watching movies in the evening. Probably would, you know, get through the day, but then when I'm in camp tonight, if I filled up the 10,000 milliamp thingamybobs, and then I need to put power into the iPhone, it's immediately going to take half of that to fill up the iPhone, and then the other half to fill up the GoPros. Sorry, to fill up the other phone, which probably would need topping up. And then I haven't got enough then to fill up the, you know, the GoPros. So I think 10,000 and a solar panel, you would just about get away with it if you're not watching too much on, you know, not using your phones too much. But I think if you're, I can see now that I've used a bit more than when I was in Scotland. I think it would be quite close. I think it would be tight, you know, with how much power I could do. So it's still up in the air. I definitely think it's worth having the solar panel to use from time to time, especially when you've got a lot of sunshine. But I have noticed that at, you know, until the sun really comes up at like 8 o'clock, you know, probably if you had the sun shining down on it, you know, at 7 o'clock, that probably would be enough in the middle of summer. But I did notice that once it gets to about 6 o'clock in the evening, especially with a bit of cloud, it just doesn't do anything. So again, maybe if you had bright sunshine of an evening, maybe 7 o'clock or something, you might still get something out of it. But it does seem to lose its ability to charge once the sun starts to dip down a bit. So I don't know. it's just got me of the mind where if I was here longer, or I was using, you know, watching a lot of movies on my phone or something in a relaxed camp, it definitely wouldn't be enough. Anyway, I'm going to get this packed down because Sandy is on his wanders. Alright, well, we have packed up. It's 1:45. I think it's taken about half an hour. But we've got everything. We haven't left anything. Do a quick once around and check. Alright, then we've got to step down to that stone, across and up to Dartmoor. We can see Sandy up there filming me, and I'm filming Sandy. And there's someone else. I think there's going to be a party at Dartmoor. Everyone's meeting at Dartmoor at 10 o'clock. Anyway, we've done well. About 15 minutes to get here, not too bad. And then down to the car, the other side. And camp was hidden over there. There's a few bods. There's one person going up there, someone over there. It's a Sunday, of course. There's a few bods around about. Okay, well, we got back to the car. Just thank you very much to Sandy for joining us on this little trip, and hopefully if you enjoyed it, we'll be back again sometime.
Probably my best visit to the moor.
Lovely.
I've been here a few times, but probably my best one.
Good. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Really did enjoy it, and you taught me the art of slow camping.
Slow camping, yes.
Well, especially the art of the slow pack down.
The slow pack down
and the lie-in.
The lie-in, yeah, the relaxation camp.
I'm normally awake and up and out by 6:30 normally,
right.
at home generally, you know.
Yes.
But sometimes I think it's just nice to have that complete change.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
And I've experienced that, so thank you for that.
It's a pleasure. Thank you very much for joining us, and thank you everyone for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Take care, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you.